Hello everybody and welcome back to my Space for One playthrough, where last time we had a bit of a hiccup. Apparently, yeah, we lost a whole episode worth of progress, basically.
Hey, what you doing? Are you being that bastard that hasn't subscribed yet? Well, why don't you join one of us that have subscribed? As well as that, you might as well tune down into the description down below, where I have a new subreddit called r/RealmHQ. Other than that, back to your regularly scheduled program.
Basically. And I don't mean we had something happen, an explosion or whatever. Me and Doodle just basically fought each other and killed each other, and then nothing came of it. Outside of the fact that he got de-opt. So, I did go ahead and figure that out. Basically, well, that was the fun part. I tried to figure that out. And what ended up happening was that the whole server went offline and would not restart. So, after a couple of days of the server being offline the entire time, I finally looked into it. It turned out, from what I could decipher, the thing was talking about the crystals, yada yada yada. I couldn't figure out what exactly was the problem was. So I did the only thing I could think of. I went ahead and restarted the operating system. Guess what happened? It was right as rain, for fuck's sake. So yes, we got the server back up online. But because of the last episode, I've considered to keep Doodle de-opt. Honestly, it's just primarily the last episode. He honestly has done alright. I know he's had some previous offenses with the fact that he did that whole thing where, what was it? He brought in some stuff via the creative mode or something like that. But the whole issue with that stuff is that honestly all of it could be created right now. And yeah, I just don't really care about it all that much. And it's an offense, but I don't take too much offense to it. Alright, so in the meantime, I did have to do a couple of things. One, I can still access teleportation. Doodle can't, because of that stuff. As much as I attempted to figure it out, I don't know if there's a way to enable teleportation on for everyone. So, he's just gonna have to suffer. In the meantime, I have tasked him with going ahead and actually learning how to make travel way better, which I know we can at least screw around with, mainly because of the fact that one of the things talks about and having travel be done in terms of flying. So, it seems reasonable enough to task him with that. That way he can go ahead and figure it out. He's got the waypoints still enabled, he just can't teleport is the idea. So while he can't teleport, he still can actually go ahead and access all the regular bases if he forges a path to them. Which, hopefully he will. In the meantime, I'll probably try to help him out as much as I can in terms of that stuff. But, yeah. At the very least, he'll be helpful in terms of short range stuff. But past that, he's definitely going to be a lot less of an honest threat in terms of progress, as well as just other stuff. So, alright. So that should technically start the next barrier experiment. I need to go ahead and put that sign up. It just says learn how to fly. A form of flight. There we go. And then, yeah. I actually want to check that. There might be airships. It does not look like there's airships. Airplane? No. Wing? Huh. There's a glider, there's of course that stuff, and okay, I think the jetpack might be what he might need to do. Yeah. Which, it won't be too hard. He'll need to figure out how to make a thing, and then how to get the process stuff and all that stuff. To be honest, I think I could make a fucking jetpack. Cause I've been screwing around with this stuff, which, again, we just need the medical. You know what? Oh. Oops. Let's see. You got all that stuff. I'll toss in you. You have all the energy. I need to look up osmium. Because this is why I mainly was looking into this stuff. I think maybe this is again why I want to automate this stuff and make it specifically for this stuff, so that way we no longer is it an issue of we gotta screw around, get everything set up. It's more of what do we need, and then how do we get to that. I think though I might want to look into diamond seeds more. The reason being is because we have literally only 3 diamonds, so I'll have to use one of them to make that thing, which, if I remember, it's just base. It should just be base shards and all that stuff. Okay. I think it's just this. It could possibly be it's this with the inferium. If I remember correctly. It is that. Okay. So this is where the fun part comes in. Because basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to process a mass amount of these guys. Which doesn't look like too much, but we do have, the automated stuff upstairs working. And yeah. That's the fun part. Since we have coal as a resource that's being farmed automatically, it itself is producing a good chunk. And then I got, see, this is what I was talking about. Let's see, I need you, so I could supply both. They both are needing more coal. And there we go on that. Alright, so now here comes the fun part. I got you. It's got 70 uses. So we get a stack of that, and then we can get you placed. It will consume the crystal. And then what? Wait. What happened? Okay. Huh. I think what's happened is that the thing is bugged in terms of considering this to be destroyed. So, because when I move it, it doesn't kill it. Okay, that's quite interesting. And then if... Okay. So, I'm gonna get rid of you once and for all. Need a crafting bench. Okay. Let's go ahead, because I get almost a stack of this stuff. Okay. So technically it should only make that. Okay, what the fuck is happening? There we go. I'm gonna consider this to be extremely bugged and not intend to use it. Because that is starting to scare me in terms of whether or not I'll start losing this shit. Alright. We'll get up to it. Ooh, that's a problem. Don't I need red? Yes, I need red. I need 4 of red and... Oh, I need you first. Okay, let's go downstairs, get that. It's gonna be fun. Ooh, boy, this is gonna be fun. So, because again, this stuff takes a genuinely long time to make. Ignore the person overcompensating. You're fine. I need you to make 4 of that. Alright. I don't know if you guys can even hear the engine rumbling. Alright. So that's a tier 4. Again, I need 8 of these of the super. Yes. Which sucks. Because I can make a total of 2. Alright. I can make a total of 2 of these guys. I have the ultimate thing, but yeah. What tier was gold at, by the way? It was also tier 4. Okay. Here's what my question is. So that would be a single seed onto another seed. Okay. Yes. Okay, let's do this. So we'll get the osmium seed made. I need you. Turn into that. Bring you up. And I need you to make that. And then I need, again, 4 ingots of osmium. You. And then you. And there's an osmium seed. Okay, so which one was undetermined again? Iron ore is in that one. I could place it over Inferium or Quadrant 5. Let's put them in Quadrant 1. I need to go ahead and advance those. You are no longer undetermined. You are... Quad 5 is osmium. And then we have quad 8 is no longer undetermined. It is iron. Oh no. Quad 8 is iron. And then yes. Okay. There it is. Ah, fuck. I did that wrong. Again, you have to grow them, then break them. Which is, again, not too much of an honest issue, but, yeah. It does make it so for the other ones, I can just go ahead, not worry all that much, and break, I think, yeah. There we go. Now, all right. Bring the wood back up. Grab the zombie seeds. And then we go. Oops, sorry. And we just go and grow them. Is that... Yep, it's more of the zombie seeds. Alright. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do this and all that stuff. You know, that's been kind of interesting looking at the channel lately. Mainly because of the fact that, again, the preference, I've never expected the channel to go anywhere, to be honest. I mean, it's just been a hobby for me, to be honest. I would certainly love to get it to the point where I could legitimately have it be like, oh, I'm earning money from this and all this stuff, but, you know, there's certain things that only turn out to be a pipe dream. And, well, I'm certainly not there for the money and stuff like that. It is kind of nice to actually look at the channel in terms of the numbers. Of course, everyone, whenever they see their stuff, they're like, ah, yes, the numbers. We gotta pump up those numbers. Those are rookie numbers. All that jazz. Well, the fun part is, I had recently been looking over the channel in terms of things. And I noticed that, again, so, when I started actually uploading daily, I never expected every video to get a view or stuff like that. I knew that, you know, it's a build-up process. It's like a snowball. You gotta let it build and stuff like that. And it's still got the chance of never building. Well, here's the fun part. Space for One has actually been getting views. And not like, oh, it's getting millions of... No, it's getting like at least 2 to 4 views on average per video now. Which I, again, never expected. And then you go and be like, oh, all right, but that means every other episode of the other stuff is tanking. Not exactly. Ni no Kuni is actually having some moderate success. It's only got 5 episodes out, but there's still relatively a view or 2 per video. Which, again, is more than I can expect from it. And then there's the fact that we've actually gained some subscribers recently. And not the whole stupid debacle of fucking... God, that was such a horrendous thing. I don't know what the fuck happened. For those of you who might be tuning in either way later or even as recently, you might not be wary of the fact that the channel was, for a time, gaining a substantial amount of subscribers, but in what I would guess in a bugged way. Basically, the channel went up and jumped. And when I mean jumped, it jumped. I was surprised. I was like, wait, what? Why the hell did I jump from like 13 subscribers up to like 60? This has got to be a fluke. And it turned out it was. Whatever happened with the whole system and stuff like that, it had Either that or it was botted accounts or something. Something happened where the growth was not at all true, which sucked. Because I got my heart up. I was like, oh yeah, we're finally getting there. Finally getting there. Oh. It's not true. But with some of the recent stuff, especially the, what was it? The out of context stuff is honestly the thing I do like to look at and point to, saying that yes, my channel can gain views. It can, if I can just get it. It can generate its own traction. And the reason I say that is because I like a few days ago put out the episode 2 of Out of Context. And my god, it soared. It actually did better than the other one, the original. The original did close to 500. I think it was either close to 600 or something like that, but it peaked at around 500. Well, what did Out of Context episode 2 do? It peaked, it's so far at like almost 800 views, which is phenomenal. Because of the fact that I never anticipated anything of the sort. Of course, my thoughts were like, oh, this is going to be the one video that, just surprises me, go to 1 million. No, it didn't, but it did get a ton of views. Of course, the thoughts would be, because it's one of the short stuff, it might be gaining views in terms of that stuff. But I prefer to believe it to be rather than, oh, it's because people are just randomly stumbling upon it. It's more of, no, people actually like your stuff. It's just not usually shown because, again, I don't like to advertise or stuff like that. I did do the advertising stuff. That video went actual good way. Of course, the question comes down to, was it the views or was it the paid or was it the other stuff, But it is kind of nice to be like looking at the views of the recent videos and be like, nah, that's actually me. That's me actually being entertaining enough to the point where people are willing to at least look at my channel and be like, this is maybe somebody I'll watch. It's especially fun because of the fact that with everything going on, I got schooling, I got, what was it? Of course, making rent and stuff like that. But it's quite nice to actually go ahead and be like, you know what? I am actually doing good. And it's not just in terms of the YouTube stuff. I know as of recent, I finally got my financial stuff back in order so that I can start actually paying off my debts and stuff like that again. And it does suck when you can't do it just because you can't properly facilitate your financial stuff. You look at it and go like, shoot, I should be getting this paid off, but it is kind of nice to be looking at it and say like, no, I'm doing okay. But yeah. Oh, I put it in oh, shoot. It wasn't 5, it was the other one. Because quad 1 was where I put it. So quad 1 is osmium. And quad 5 is still undetermined. Though I'm wanting it to either be diamond or gold. I don't need those guys automated. And it would be really good just to have them undetermined. But the fact we're actually filling it up and actually have a decent amount of stuff. We got water, zombie, wood, osmium, iron, stone, nature, wheat, all that stuff. And now when we go to look at it, wait, do I have dirt up there? I have dirt up there. Okay. Now when I go to look at it, it's like, oh yeah, there's actual crops coming in. And since now I know how to actually advance this stuff, you can actually create stuff. I am gonna have to actually go ahead and look at making that jetpack. Oh shoot, I need... What tier is redstone? That might be a tier 4 as well. No, it's a tier 3. Oh, it's that way. Oh, you bastard. Alright. I'll look into it. We could start actually rounding out the goddamn the actual stuff. Well, I need that and lapis, I think it was. That is a tier 4. Okay, so we'll focus on just this one for now. So, I need 4 of the, what is it, intermedium. I need to go ahead and make some food for myself. So let me go ahead and pull all of the natures. This is the nice part. I can just go ba-da-da-da. What I should probably also look into is going ahead and upgrading the Inferium. Because I think it's... No, it should be at tier 4 right now, right? I think it is. So it might not be a good idea to upgrade that. That's cocoa beans. That's nothing. Okay. Oh, yeah. So you can either get a bunch of carrots. If I did it the other way. Potatoes. I'm gonna get potatoes so I can go and cook a good chunk of them. Yeah, that's gonna be the fun part. We can start... I should probably look into starting to get the other animals actually under the thing. So hunting down, like, yeah, we can make rotten flesh, which isn't entirely useful, but it's better than nothing, to be honest. But yeah, it does look like I'm going to have to end off this video here. Thank you guys for tuning in and all that jazz. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you guys next video. Other than that, have a great day.